Maximus Analysis here for September 8th, 2016, and so said, so done. They popped it up overnight into the 2189 area. Let's look at the hourly for the ES 89 area, and then they rolled it over. Retesting, again, we typically like 1 to 2 lows back, so until they break below this 2171, it's all chop, and I want to see what they do going overnight. There were a couple of things that we were watching. Well, I was watching. Why I'm still like something might be going on. Again, to the bad side, not to the good side. But again, I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible and really trying to make sure that price is our guide. But again, as you know, I've been posting out for months now that I believe the retracement's in, and especially with retracement is coming. Not picking a high. I'm not doing that. But either way, kind of see that this price action is coming near this low, and this is intraday. On the weekly, you could see again that it's still painfully sideways. And because I really wanted you guys to go to a weekly and monthly because of noise, and I hope that you guys could see it. This is the weekly, and even going to the monthly, you see that they're stone's throw away from last month's low, which I believe is what, 2141 and a half. Yes, so you can see that once they break that and they come to test this breakout area, it could run down very quickly. Now, just using some basic Fibonacci's, we'll look and see what happens when they get into this 2100 level, 2150, no, excuse me, 2100 level, of course, psychological 2100 and 2040 area. See what type of price action we give. And again, this is our bull trend line up that we've had for a long time, this red line. So again, we don't want to get overly bearish unless they clear that and close below this line. So closing below that brings them to 2000, and I don't know if they're going to get to that level. That means that they retrace about 10%. And I don't know if that's going to happen, but either way, we're going to watch it coming into this trend line so far. So also looking at the NQ, and this is for the weekly time frame, you can see that again, like I said, the news pundits, again, you'll see a lot of, if you have market watch alerts on, you're going to see all-time high, all-time high, all-time high every day. I don't like when that happens because it almost feels like it's giving the average investor no vision to where it's coming and how, it's giving the average investor a time that they're looking to get into the market versus saying, okay, it's all-time high, and that's fine, but right here, right now is not where I want to go long. And it could shoot back up. I don't care. I'm not getting long right here, right now. It just doesn't make any sense to me in regards to risk reward. And that's why I don't trade breakouts. Again, people that just started watching this channel, I do not trade breakouts for that reason, because the risk reward has to be lined up. Here we go on the YM weekly time frame. Again, sideways chop. People were so bullish, probably thinking it's going to pop back up, and I would prefer, and again, this is the reason why I've been telling you guys to just wait. The time will come and we'll see. So big move today in crude. We'll see where this one closes, because again, it's going to give us a candlestick that's similar to this candle right here. Also, depending on where it closes, maybe a candle like this. And what I want you to realize is that if you took a 2-week time frame, and we'll see if it holds. If you, again, tomorrow's action, this could be, a candle that could end up closing like this candle right here, or this candle. So we'll wait until we see what if it actually follows through. Again, was EIA, but I'm not sure. Again, I would love it for it to retrace here, but this would give a higher pivot, and we'll watch to see where it's going. Again, I'm fine with being not being the first out the foxhole. And again, I had the long here and told take off, and now just kind of positioning ourselves to see what we're going to do for the next move. So we'll see how we'll look at that one tomorrow. What broke down was actually bonds. So the TLT, you can see that it started to kind of break down. I'm still bullish this, but if this breaks down, what does that mean for the market, especially where the market is positioned and also where the interest rates are positioned? So it's messy, but again, it's still holding bull pivots for now. And this whole blue region is what I would consider to be a safe pullback area. especially coming into this previous high. So we'll continue to watch that. Dollar moved up slightly, still holding the line. And if that one, again, a lot of people count it out, and that's why I say make sure, because on Monday, on Tuesday, this was a full red candle. So I want to see where this closes, because if it goes up, then we can have some more clearing out of a lot of different things. Big mover today was actually Apple, and Apple just is not innovating where it needs to be. I think not because of, again, everybody blames this new guy Tim Cook, and I'm not an Apple fan, or I don't have allegiances to electronics. Like, I'm not a defender of electronics. It's just not my thing. But either way, it's hard to do something innovative like at this point, because there's so much stuff coming out. So unless you can magic carpet your iPad, put it under your butt and fly, there's not really much that's going to make this market or this stock move in regards to innovation. It's very hard, because now you're getting to the point where, going from touchscreen to an app store to everybody's doing that, doing music and stuff like that. Stuff is done, and I feel like accompanying that they're a part of the Dow 30 now, it just makes the stock not sexy at all. And you can see what we've had posted for weeks in regards to where it is in the price action. So we'll continue to watch where it's coming. This will give another fourth lower high. So again, we'll see where it closes, because it can go approach that $100 level very, very quickly. Financials are not looking that well to me. You got some stuff setting up with Morgan Stanley. Is Doji, and you got Goldman Sachs kind of getting to one of my timing trend lines. You see it broke, and then again it's closing high, but you see that the volume is starting to weak up as well for this week. So want to see where this one closes. But a lot of stuff I don't know. So again, Tesla is continuing to break the 200 level, and again, some people might want to go long. Again, I understand why if you want to go long, quite honestly. I'm not going to be, you're starting to see this is clearly defined support that you've seen numerous times. So again, I can see why you want to retrace and potentially say this is a higher low, but we'll continue to watch that. And Baidu, again, it's another thing that you want to really take your time and say, because again, a lot of people gapped up $11 a lot for a $200 stock. And it's fading, so let's see where it closes. It's coming to defined resistance, and could go quickly to this 200-day moving average, and then potentially down to maybe the 152 area. So again, it's something that I stated on the newsletter again, that I prefer to wait until Thursday or Friday, just because of how choppy the conditions are. That's not to be cowardly, it's more to be smart, to say that heightened moves. So let's go back to the ES, just so that you can see that these moves aren't big, as quote unquote big as they seem. So it's just a flush down of what, 10 points, another flush down, 10 points. It's 10 points seems like up 10 points. It seems like such a huge move, because we're so sideways that you get any type of movement, it seems accelerated and it seems very influential, but it's really just in chop. So again, what I prefer, and this is what I've been telling you guys, is to go to a higher time frame on the weekly or even the monthly, to kind of look at things. If you got an opportunity to use a 2-day or a 3-day, because if you're in chop, you want to remove the noise versus add it to your charts, because adding that adds stress, it adds additional signals. Again, remember that your strategy should be able to, there's no strategy tied to a time frame. Your strategy should work on all time frames, because again, the only thing you're changing is the time versus the strategy. So take that in consideration. Heed my words. Again, I'm not telling you this stuff to try to make you not trade, but as you can see, if we're having historical type of sideways choppiness, the last thing I need to do for the people that watch this channel is, and subscribe to my newsletter, is to be caught into it and be caught sleeping. Again, Theta is burning up options like you wouldn't believe right now, and I just want to make sure I put together honest material for people like yourself that watch me, because I really take this very, very, very seriously. All right, take care, and we'll see if they do anything for tomorrow.